If you've been looking for a fresh new game to kill some zombies and some time, then check this out. Hey people, voice talking to you, and today we're taking a quick look at Zombiehood, a new side-scrolling zombie survival roguelite. If you'd like to check this game out for yourself or see my full playthrough stream, there are links to both down in the description. Right off the bat, there doesn't seem to be any sort of story to this game. That's totally fine, but I would have liked at least some sort of direction. Anyway, we are a survivor in the zombie apocalypse attempting to make our way into the heart of a major city. Along the way, we'll be wiping out hordes of zombies and scavenging new gear. Each run starts out on the map, where we can choose which path to take to our next destination. The farther from the starting point we get, the more dangerous the undead will become, and the more valuable the loot will be. There's also no real time mechanics or anything, so you can go back and forth between the nodes as long as you clear a path between them. You don't need to clear every node, but the more zones you explore, the more loot and experience you'll gather, giving you a better chance of surviving more dangerous encounters. No risk, no reward. I've seen 4 kinds of nodes so far, all with varying levels of danger. Infected areas are typical levels where we search a location for loot, shoot zombies, and try to reach the exit alive. Shops are safe zones where we can spend our hard-earned cash on new weapons, health, and ammo. Boss arenas are difficult battles that serve as gateways between biomes, and events are randomized encounters that could be anything from a training dummy with free loot to a room full of vicious ankle biters. Most levels follow a similar flow. We start on one side of the map and try and make our way to the other. Zombies will inhabit structures along the way and will need to be cleared out, but the longer we remain in the level, the more walkers will spawn from either side of the map. Our goofy swagger is about as fast as we can move, but we can also jump, climb ladders, perform melee attacks, and pull off a sick handspring dodge roll to avoid enemies. Of course, our main focus here is going to be shooting zombies. We start each run with a basic pistol with unlimited ammo, but as we progress, we can find or purchase new guns with unique fire rates, ammo types, and special effects. These weapons do require ammo, but are much more effective for dealing with the undead. There was actually some pretty decent variety to these guns too. I saw shotguns with bouncing pellets, a sniper rifle with a backwards-facing barrel, and an elephant rifle so powerful it literally flies out of your hands each time you fire it. In addition to an arsenal of new weapons, we can also find and use gear like bear traps, molotovs, throwing knives, and the all-powerful brick. This equipment acts like an ability that requires a cooldown but isn't consumed on use. Alongside our loadout, the best way to get stronger is to find loot items like sticky hands, rubber gloves, or piercing ammo. Loot objects offer passive abilities similar to games like Risk of Rain and can add tons of different bonuses which stack and overlap to make our loadout even more deadly. Some will increase accuracy, improve movement speed, or even add extra shots to your guns. If you didn't think this game would have rapid-fire multi-shot rocket launchers, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I also got to see several different varieties of zombies like armored troopers, boomers, and the ever-terrifying speedy baby zombies. These zombies come in different levels depending on the danger rating of the zone you're exploring. This doesn't give them any new abilities or anything, but they do get tougher and deal more damage. Generally speaking, headshots are the way to go, but you may have to adapt your tactics to deal with helmeted or even headless zombies. Overall, the combat isn't anything too fancy. It's run and gun, point and shoot. Good, clean, zombie mulching fun. Regardless of how our run ends, we take a measure of our money and experience with us. We can spend these resources on upgrades to our character and weapons back at camp. These buffs are pretty basic. We can increase our overall health or decrease our dodge recharge, for example. Weapon upgrades are a bit more specific, letting us increase the damage, accuracy, or ammo capacity of each class of weapon. It can take a few runs to earn enough for an upgrade though, and there are definitely some improvements I could imagine to make the loot more satisfying. As with any looping roguelite, you want the player to be earning something almost every run, regardless of what that is. Even if it's just a smaller 1% boost or unlocking new guns for future runs, increasing the amount and frequency of unlockables would definitely help keep us interested. Not every gun is the most obvious in how it works either. For example, some weapons have the ability to pierce armor, but there's no clear way to tell which is which until you shoot an armored target. Adding some identifying markers, or ideally, a compendium of the weapons, gear, and enemies we've encountered would be an awesome way to remedy this and also make the world just a bit more immersive. As with any indie game, this one isn't without its rough edges. I never experienced any severe bugs, and for the most part the game runs perfectly, but sometimes the loot pool seems to act up and you'll end up finding the same piece of gear 7 or 8 times in a row. Zombies also follow the player, and the enemies spawning from the edge of the map will seek you out. But our character has a limited aiming arc. They can't aim straight up or straight down, so if the zombies looking for you stack up at the bottom or top of a ladder, there's not really much you can do except climb into the crowd and try and get free before they eat you alive. The firing sounds for many of the weapons could definitely be punchier, and the zombies make no noise at all. Having different sounds for different zombies could help players prepare for what's behind each door, if they know what to listen for. Plus, making the zombies react audibly to taking damage, or at least giving the bullets some more impact, would make mowing down hordes way more fun. Lastly, it would be nice to have some sort of story. I don't think this needs like an actual narrative. It could be just as simple as, my dog is sick, he needs medicine, the hospital will have medicine, so I have to get there. Just an overall goal to work towards. The most important factor, in my opinion, was that I had fun playing this game. I loved the style of it. Right now, I'd say this is looking to be a slick little time waster that brings me back to the heyday of games like Jetpack Joyride or Plants vs. Zombies. And I'm just the voice in your head anyway, so what do you think of Zombiehood? Are there any past titles this reminds you of? Do you like the simplistic focus here, or do you wish there was more to it? What changes would you like to see in the finished version? Let me know what you think down in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, leaving a like or a comment helps me out a ton, and keeps the zombies off my lawn. If you want more, subscribing is the best way to support the channel and keep new content coming your way, because I put out new stuff every week. Thanks so much for listening to me today. You'll be hearing from me again real soon. Oh, what is this thing? Let's find out.